So yeah, time for some beauty standards with, oh no, the Uglies. So yeah, this series. The one thing which I would say is, besides one thing that happens near the end, I think it's saying more than it actually is being. And I know that doesn't make sense because what I mean by that is that it's saying quite a bit and not doing quite a bit at the same time. Again, odd, confusing. But the message that it's trying to say is one that I think there's been a couple of, which is interviewing. Which is, there's no such thing of perfection. Like, if I really was to go into minutia, one, eyebrows, not align perfectly. Like, if I was in this system, it's like, yes, perfectly I aligned my teeth. And I don't know if you've seen, because I don't really show it off, my teeth at the bottom row are kind of bumped into each other. Legitimately, don't know why that is. Do not have a scientific explanation why it is, and I haven't had someone punch me in the face. Definitely not in a way would have caused that at a period of time, because I've had that since I was 5. But it's fix that, which my face isn't symmetrical in a bit. But again, rather than being oh, what can I fix? It's not, and this is any makeup thing. It's just sometimes trying to reach perfect isn't how it's cracked up to be. And I like that message. Definitely in the way that, there's legitimately technology that can do that. But at the same time, it does hypnotize you into just being numb. Because at the same time, if you're oh, I need to fix this, 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 where does it end? Where's the final fixing? Where do I just go, I'm good enough? Because it's oh, what happens if I do this? What happens if I can heal? What happens if I can, do this? Live without oxygen, do this, do that. Where do I... And because of that, they do this numbing effect, which is really weird. But again, that's just on the concept. While the movie is... The story is just okay. Besides the end point and the whole point of, double agent style thing, which is fun. I again, double agent, heists, all of these spy-like tropes, fully love. I don't know why. Isekais, heists, and spy stuff. I don't know why those three just yeah. But I can admit that overall, compared to other stuff, it's not as good. But again, this whole thing's built on ooh, that means here, that means here, that means ooh. I just love that. That's why I like some series. I like the episodes that have, or even some movies where they have a bit of a heist or spy stuff, because that is so funny. I don't know why. So yeah, the one thing which I like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is one of the things at the end deals with the plan going badly and the person who legitimately wanted out actually having the surgery done is given so much more horror because she didn't want the surgery, but she got the surgery because of an effort, because of the main character. And I don't think we're going to get a second one because this doesn't seem... I don't know if it got as popular as I wanted it to be, but it seems like it's setting up an idea of undoing this, which might be interesting. And I like that idea. And eventually she took the sort of surgery and is actually going in and working on the inside. And overall, it's really interesting about what's going to happen next. I like that I'm interested yet. The story's good. It's not bad. It's just based on the concept and a lot of things they bring up, including one of the things that they bring up is about how the flower is bad, which is revealed I think halfway, around about near the halfway point of the movie, which is really interesting. But the way that the trailers put it, it sounds more rebellious, sort of a other version of a Hunger Games, where it's not that. And that's maybe the problem. I got focused on like, oh, it's going to be like a rebellion. We're going to have some sort of rebellion. They're going to go in and talk about rebelling against this system, which is not. They don't. They talk about like they want their way of life and we're not going to stop it, but we're going to kill the flowers because the flowers are legitimately hurting the environment. But besides that, it doesn't really do much else. And I like 54321. Like I said, there's a double edge. She's playing like on the actual like evil side until the end, until she realizes how effed up it is. And when that happens, it's like mic drop type of moment, and I absolutely love it. Yes, I have a micro, but it's really good and just really just. But it is fun. It is absolutely fun. So yeah, I do think this is really good and really interesting. I just wasn't. It's one of the things with hype, and I think a lot of people said it before. If you're building yourself up for a certain perspective, which I was expecting, what I thought it was, and what the trailers looked like, it was going to be sort of like a Hunger Games, more specifically one of the end type movies, or the actual Hunger Games, where the first two movies took place in a Hunger Games, and that's how technically, but in a sort of like they're rebelling against what is happening. They're rebelling against the group, not in a sort of like we're just going to storm the place like we do in like I think the last movie, but more sort of like yeah, this is a sort of like stand and you're going to come and destroy us, but we're going to like say how we want to live this way, which it isn't. They talk about certain things and they do certain things and they gather and collect certain things, but we don't really go no, but it is still good. I just got overhyped for apparently the wrong movie. So yeah, another long one, 7 minutes compared to 10 minutes, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed and good night.